Warning, this is how I personally complete each project. I do have some mechanical and electrical knowledge. Use this video at your own risk. I am not and will not be responsible for any damage that may occur while you attempt to repeat as I do. Always follow all manufacturer warnings and instructions. Consult a professional if you are unsure.
DADDYGVILLE'S World.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be hooking up these Alpena LED ToughPods RGBs, or rock lights as they're known by, with the help of my youngest son, Dawson. This package includes 4 rubber boots, zip ties, a remote, self-tapping screws with a 1/4-inch drive head, along with bolts, washers, nuts with an Allen head, 3M 2-sided tape, 4 light pods, and a control unit. Now here's your control hub. On one end, you've got the positive and the negative wires. And on the other end, you've got 4 wires leading to the light pods. 2 long, 2 short. The 2 short are on the outside. The 2 long are on the inside. Now I've seen people hook up the short wire lights to the driver and passenger side, okay. But then run both long light wires down one side, crossing the drivetrain and then having issues later. I wouldn't do that. Now say this is my truck. I could run a short wire light to the front passenger side, then 1 long wire down the frame rail to the rear passenger side. Then the other 2 lights across my engine bay to the driver's side front and down my frame rail to the rear. Then mount my control hub next to my battery. That's how I would hook it up, but I'm not. Myself, I wasn't getting the look I wanted with one set, so I got another set. 2 lights for each fender well. Now I don't want any of the rock light wires in my engine bay. So this is how I'm hooking mine up. Now if you've seen my Alpena bed light video, you know I ran a hot wire from my battery around my engine bay, down my frame rails to a toggle switch behind my driver's side tail light. It's also the same wire I'm going to be hooking the hot up for the rock lights. So what I'm doing is I'm just running the wires backwards. Long wires to the front, short wires in the back. Let's get started. First we take one set and straighten out the longest wires. Then twist them together as 1 long wire. Once twisted together, I start taping them every other foot or so, leaving about 2 foot untwisted so I can mount them in the fender well. Then do the same thing to the short wires. It will make it easier to run down the frame rails. Once both sides were ran, I took the control boxes and put them together with the 3M 2-sided tape. Then mounted them behind my roll pan. Next I removed my tail light to gain access to the hot wire and the bed hook for the ground wire. Then I hooked both red wires together and both black wires together, then add extensions. Now mount the light pods. First take the rubber bump pad and place it on the light pod and place the wire in the direction you want it to go. Then figure out exactly where you want it placed. Now my truck doesn't have the plastic inner fender wells, it's all metal. So I had to pop the hood and make sure there was nothing in the way that would get damaged from drill bits or screws. I used a 1/16 drill bit. Now all lights are mounted. Let's hook up the wires. Didn't know my camera shut off while wiring up the hot and ground wires.
Are you kidding me? Are you fracking kidding me right now?
So this is how it's hooked up. Both control boxes are mounted here behind my roll pan. Now I took both sets of long wire pods and ran them down the frame rails, mounting them in. Then I took both sets of short wire pods and mounted those and rolled up the excess wire and zip tied it. Then I took the ground wire up behind the tail light and mounted it to the inside of the bed hook. Then I took the red wire and clipped it in with the main hot wire using a displacement connector. Now it's done. Let's check out the lights.
DADDYGVILLE'S world.